What's going on, everyone? My name is Bill Wright, and I would like to wish every one of you a very happy Flag Day. Now, how did the American flag get to its current form? In this video, I will discuss with you the evolution of the American flag using a few of the flags that I have in my enormous flag collection. Starting things off, we have the Cross of St. George. This is the flag flown by the English, and in particular was first flown over the colonies by John Cabot in 1497 under the reign of King Henry VII. Later, England merged with Scotland to form the United Kingdom of Great Britain, and this flag was the original Union flag, taking the Cross of St. George and superimposing it on the Cross of St. Andrew. This flag was adopted by King James I and was first flown over the colonies in 1620 when the Mayflower landed in the colonies and a series of pilgrims had a feast with the Native American tribes in the first Thanksgiving. In 1707, Queen Anne adopted a new flag for England and her colonies. This flag took the king's colors and placed it in the upper hoist or canton of an otherwise solid red field. This design is known as the British Red Ensign, and it will be the flag that General Cornwallis surrendered under at the Battle of Yorktown. Soon, the colonists began unfurling flags of their own, and this was one of them. The Continental Flag, officially the Trumbull's Continental Flag, is highly based off of the British Red Ensign, with the main difference being that the king's colors was replaced with a pine tree, symbolic of the New England way of life. Many historians believe that this flag was flown over the famous Battle of Bunker Hill. As the colonies were becoming more and more anti-British, they started using more deadly devices on their flags, such as the iconic image of a rattlesnake. This flag was first introduced by Colonel Gadsden of South Carolina and was flown by Commodore Essex Hopkins, commander of the Continental Fleet. The inscription, "Don't tread on me," is a warning to the British, meaning that it will be as dangerous to tread on the colonies as it would be to step on one of these. Next up is this flag. Adopted in 1776, this colonial flag featured 13 equal red and white horizontal stripes to symbolize each of the 13 colonies, but keeping the king's colors in the canton to show that the U.S. have not yet broken away from the British. This flag was raised by General George Washington over the Battle of Cambridge and is famously known as the Grand Union Flag. The colonies declared their independence from the British in 1776, and 1 year later, in 1777, adopted their first official flag as the United States of America. This flag replaced the king's colors with 13 stars, symbolic of a new constellation. It's called the Betsy Ross flag, although the statement of if Betsy Ross actually sewed this flag is, as of right now, a myth. While this flag might have been the official flag of the colonies, many Revolutionary War battles had other flags to fly, and this was the one flown at the famous Battle of Bennington, where patriotic forces led by General John Stark flew under this flag at the Battle of Bennington in Vermont. On August 16, 1777, 2 months before Burgoyne's weakened army was captured by the U.S. at Saratoga. By the year 1795, 2 new states, Vermont and Kentucky, were admitted to the Union, and the flag gained 2 new stars as well as 2 new stripes, totaling up to 15 stars and stripes. This flag is perhaps most famous for being flown over the Battle of Fort McHenry, and inspired a young lawyer named Francis Scott Key to write the lyrics to what would eventually become our national anthem. The flag and the anthem share the same title, the Star-Spangled Banner, and you can still find the Star-Spangled Banner that flew over Fort McHenry at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C. Over the course of the next few centuries, the number of states in our country kept increasing, so Congress asked to keep the number of stripes at 13 in honor of the first 13 states. And in future, only new stars will be added with the addition of each new state, and it will be added to the flag on the Independence Day following statehood. This is what led to our current design, adopted in 1960 after Hawaii became the 50th state admitted to the Union, giving us that 50-star flag that is still in use today for over 60 years now. And that is the entire evolution of the American flag as of now. Maybe there will be 51 or 52 stars in this flag in the near future. Who knows? But in the meantime, thank you for watching.